but I wouldn't break the bank for him. I don't think that he's a number one corner type like Ike Taylor was in his prime. So it's a salary capped sport, but you've got some more leeway and freedom because Kenny doesn't have Ben Roethlisberger's big contract that frees you up to do some things. But to your point, like, you really just want to bring the band, the 2022 team, back in 2023 and say, hey, if TJ Watt stays healthy, we're a contender. I wouldn't want to run that risk. And it looks like they're going to lose Flores. And I don't think Flores had as big of I don't think he made as big of an impact as I was hoping he would make, Richie. But I think if another team gives him control of their defense, especially if it's one in the division, he's a really good coordinator. That would make the Browns a better team if Brian Flores became their defensive coach.
Well, you need offense to win in this league. Look at the Bills. Look at the Chiefs. The Steelers don't have the offense to contend right now. Let's go out to Al in Bethel Park. How you doing, Al?
Hi, Al.
Hey, guys. How you doing?
Good. Thanks for calling.
Good. I just want to bring up this point. James Franklin and Mike Tomlin get a lot of criticism. James Franklin has better bowl records than the two Golden Boys, Lincoln Riley and Jim Harbaugh. People say Tomlin has only been to one Super Bowl. So did Sean Payton, and so did that guy Mike McCarthy. Let's be honest. The reasons people why want James Franklin and Mike Tomlin gone, they have nothing to do with football. They're for other reasons, which I won't mention, but you guys both know what they are. Let's stop with the nonsense and give Tomlin and Franklin the respect they deserve. And I want to hear your comments on that.
Look, Al, I think Tomlin gets a lot of respect. I mean, the guy doesn't have a losing season. Al, if he got fired by the Steelers, which won't happen, he'll call his own shot. He could have 4 losing seasons in a row, and I think he'd still be here. But I think he'd get hired in 10 seconds if the Steelers decide to go in a different direction.
And I would say back to Al that the coaches he mentioned have received a lot of criticism. Jim Harbaugh, before they went to the playoff the last 2 years, a lot of national media were saying he should be fired because he couldn't beat Ohio State. They were on his butt for getting beat by TCU, who then lost to Georgia 65-7. So I don't know about the Golden Boy thing. Lincoln Riley, when he was at Oklahoma, got criticized for losing playoff games, for going into the college football playoff and getting throttled by teams. Mike McCarthy got fired in Green Bay. He might get fired again if he loses to Tampa. So all coaches get criticized. Bill Belichick right now is getting criticized in New England, as he should be, because of the way his team has played since Tom Brady left town. So, if you have a job that pays you that kind of money, there are high expectations, it comes with criticism.
You're in the public eye. It's part of the job. And, I think it's valid, the criticism for Tomlin not winning a playoff game in a long time since 2016. I think it's valid that James Franklin has not a great record against top 10 teams. So, those are valid criticisms, those two. It's hard to win a Super Bowl. Only one team does it. But the Steelers had teams with the killer bees, right? That they should have gone far in the postseason those years, and they didn't.
The last time the Steelers won a playoff game, they didn't score an offensive touchdown. That was against Kansas City. All they did was kick Boswell field goals, and that was with Ben, that was with Bell, and that was with Brown.
Yeah.
So even then, there were things that were not up to par. Their defense in their last 3 playoff games has given up more than 40 points in all 3 of those games. That had never been done before. That's a dubious record that's on Mike Tomlin's resume right now. He also has no losing seasons, and he also has a Super Bowl. All we're saying is that there's good and bad, and it's okay to point out both.
All right, let's go out to Bill in Pittsburgh. What's up, Bill?
Yeah, guys, as far as the Steelers, I think they should sign Jordan Addison and draft him in college, because I think that'll make sense for Kenny Pickett. And I think as far as offensive coordinator goes, we need a Chan Gailey. We need a Don Coryell. Okay, let's open this thing up already, okay? I'm tired of this little...
Thanks a lot, Bill. I appreciate it.
I'm not sure Mr. Coryell is still with us. I'd have to double-check that.
Hey,
he might have passed away.
I asked Matt
Canada.
And I think
Chan Gailey's playing golf. I still talk to Chan. I think Chance perfectly fine in retirement.
I asked Matt Canada one time, this was a few weeks ago, does he run a complex offense? And he said no. Don't you want a team to have a complex offense?
Well, that's right on. I want it more complex and sophisticated than it is now. Najee said, the other teams know our plays. That's not a bad thing. Really? Okay.
When he he also said everyone runs the same plays, just in different format, just in different,
Okay, so let me ask Najee a question then. If it's okay that the other team knows what you're running and what you're going to do, does that mean that the Patriots stuff wasn't a big deal? Because we've been complaining for 20 years here about the Patriots knowing the Steelers' plays. Okay? So now he's saying that's not a big deal. Huh.
Yeah.
I beg to differ. I think if I know what you're going to do before the snap, that's going to make it a lot easier to stop you.
You know,
people have called Matt Canada's offense a high school offense, Richie.
And those are people that have respect.
Yes,
you know,
that watch tape, watch film.
It's bad when people in the press box and people at home know what you're going to do. You're going to run it on first down and second down. All right, we're going to take a break. Back to wrap things up coming up next. Stay right there.